somebody else to let them know about your story. Right? So for me, like I was saying, what I love about the way that Swifty writes is that I feel like he has ideas that need to be told. And for me, the thing about Feeding Ground that attracted me is that it served two functions. One, I thought it said something about werewolves that had been done before, that they were a character or a concept within a genre that had languished and hadn't really found a place for itself. And for me, by placing them in Mexico, started raising more questions in terms of the mythology of the character and within the genre. But then I felt like if I was going to spend my time on something, I wanted it to offer something to the world that added to the conversation. So whether it's about the genre or about the politics of immigration or about the human survival, I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't just doing something either to cash out, which is really hard to do in comics. If you're going to get into it, make sure you mean it. And then the thing that really paid off for me, honestly, and I've said this before, collaborating with these guys, we went away for a weekend to develop the idea further, where we got to be in the same shower. We actually went to a house somewhere where we could all talk together and really think this out, get on the same page. Collaborative storytelling was something that I learned that I had a love for that I didn't know. So putting all those pieces in place to know your story and to know how to continually deliver on your central concept, so that from your initial one-sentence pitch to the finished book and to the marketing, that everything speaks to the very simple nugget of a story that guides you the whole way.
So the first check box off of our how to make a great graphic novel in terms of concept, there's clearly no right way, but it's important to who you are. So in the case of the artist, Michael Lapinski, he had to buy into the script that he was reading, and he had to bounce it off his two mates to make sure that it made sense at the end of the day. David, who's a writer artist, he had an idea that percolated over many years until he finally had it cemented in his head where he wanted to take it. Jim McCann, who was a writer, actually was inspired by visual art, and it wasn't just for the Dapper Minutes. Everything that Jim does is typically inspired off images that he's seen. And then Mark, I don't know if you want to chip in. And Mark is also